What is going on, YouTube family? It is your main man, Maximilian, back at it again with another game-changing video. How's everybody doing, man? I hope everybody's doing well. It's been a while. Comment down below how you been. How you been doing? I've been doing well myself. I'm just very thankful that I'm back with this YouTube grind. But to cut to the chase, I know you guys see the video. You know what this is about. Yes, guys, I was featured on House of Highlights. Wow, like, this is such an honor, man. It's a dream come true to be featured on House of Highlights. Not only that, but to have a speaking cameo on one of their segments. So basically to talk about what it is, and for those who are new to this channel, hi, my name is Maximilian Robinson. I go by King Maximilian on social media, so you can follow me on Instagram, X, TikTok. I'm all King Maximilian on there. That's how you can find me. So basically what this is that I was a part of is a new debate show called Clash. If you search up House of Highlights on YouTube and type in Clash as well, you'll find it. And basically this show, or this segment I should say, was one fan versus 10 haters. In this episode in particular, we were debating Kobe Bryant. So there was one Kobe Bryant fan. It wasn't named me. So I guess you guys know what that means. I was one of the Kobe Bryant haters. Now, before you guys jump on me, I just want to make it clear. Funny fact, me and Kobe share the same birthday, August 23rd. But before you guys jump on me about being a hater for Kobe Bryant, I do want to make it clear. I'm not saying Kobe isn't good. I never said that. He worked extremely hard. He was very focused. And he had an absolutely great career. Anybody would want that kind of career. I just don't like the hype around him being labeled over LeBron. That's just my personal... And I had questions, like I was ready for it. Like, don't get me wrong, I was ready for that. Because I wanted it to specifically be like, Kobe's better than LeBron. I wanted one of those claims to be that. So I had notes, I had everything broken down. I was ready to fight. But either way, I was ready to fight. But to get to the point, because I know this is why you guys wanted to tune in, I'll just explain briefly the segments or topics that I spoke in. And then you guys can see, because I cut out the clips of me speaking, and you guys can analyze how I did down in the comments below, or tell me basically how I did in the video. So I'll show you the introduction. So when you first open the video, I'll link the actual full video, the full Kobe Bryant one fan versus 10 haters video on the House of Highlights channel right now. So if you go down in the link, like in the description box in this video, you'll find that. But in this video in particular, I'm just basically showing you my highlights of the episode and my feedback on it. So that's what I'm about to show you. But everything else, you want to see the whole episode, link is in the description box below, so you can check that out anytime. But without further ado, I'll get on to the main part, the Game Changer show. But I'm going to show you the intro. So when you first click on that link, you'll see the intro. I was the first hater to be introduced to the show in a brief segment. And there were some other haters. So I'll show you that first. Then I'm going to go into the next claim that you'll see. This will all be in debate form, so it's not going to be me speaking like this. But it'll go into the debate that I got into, the first debate I was in, and the claim for that debate, so you guys aren't like, what the heck is he talking about? The claim for the first debate that I was in on that show, the claim was Kobe Bryant should be on the Mount Rushmore of basketball. So that's what the Kobe fan was defending, and me, the Kobe hater, had to fight against that claim. So that's what we were fighting on for the first video in terms of me sitting down with the Kobe fan debating. And I'll actually give him a shout out on here because I actually think this is really cool. Go shout out Jay Skapanak. So if you guys don't know him, you could go follow his channel. I'll leave that in the link below as well. Skapatak, if you guys don't know him, he's a big sports fan. He loves Kobe Bryant. I think he did a great job, and it was an honor to debate him as well. So I'll put his YouTube in the description box below, and you guys can check his YouTube out. But I was debating him that was the first segment of the debate. And the second part was basically he was defending his claim of Kobe Bryant is the greatest Laker of all time. So he had to defend Kobe on that one, whereas I had to defend and say, no, there's another Laker that's better than Kobe Bryant all time as a Laker. So I'm going to show all you those clips now. Hope you enjoy. And after they're done, I'll come back to you and basically tell you my experience on the show. Hope you guys enjoy.
Top 4 in scoring, top 4 in playoff scoring.
He took
7
Michael
trips to the
Jordan's
finals.
blueprint, and he still couldn't be as good as him.
There is nothing more impactful than Kobe Bryant.
We're talking about Batman and Robin.
Batman and Superman.
Kobe was never a Superman. Kobe's not even Batman.
Yeah.
Kobe is Robin.
Boo this guy! What's up, guys? My name's Jay Skapanak. I am sick and tired of the diminishing of Kobe Bryant's legacy, so I am here once and for all to shut these 10 Kobe haters up.
LeBron, Michael Jordan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Shaquille O'Neal. LeBron, best all-around player of all time.
I disagree with that.
Michael Jordan, most accomplished winner. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar literally has the most successful resume because...
Best resume. He's
Best-
on my Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, best
You
resume.
get no pushback
Be-
on Jordan or Kareem.
And then Shaq, literally is the most dominant player. So I
Shaq
don't...
is not literally the most dominant player.
How is
That's
he's more
subjective.
dominant than Kobe?
Will Chamberlain's more dominant than Shaquille O'Neal.
That's arguable.
Well, it's arguable that Shaq is more dominant than Kobe.
I'm just saying there's no way you can put Kobe Bryant on the
Kobe,
Mount.
listen.
There's no way you can put him on the Mount Rushmore because
listen.
you're basing it off of just him working hard. Just because you work hard
That's
at
not
something,
true. I'm talking
just
about
because
tangible accomplishments.
just because you work hard at something doesn't mean
Let's talk
you're
about
the
Shaquille
absolute
O'Neal.
best.
How is Shaquille O'Neal above Kobe Bryant?
The three-peat that they went on, he was the bus driver.
Kobe Bryant from 1999 through 2004 scored more total points than Shaquille O'Neal. He averaged about a point less in the postseason in their 4 finals runs together. That is while Kobe was leading the NBA in fourth quarter scoring, clutch scoring. He was their lead facilitator, ball handler. He was first team All-NBA defense in those seasons. So if you're saying that Shaq was the leader, what? Because he averaged 1 more point per game? Do you know that Magic Johnson didn't lead the Lakers in scoring in any one of his single 5 finals runs?
Okay, but if you want to bring up Magic Johnson, he was a rookie and won the Lakers a championship.
I'm trying to.
So I'm just saying, if you're trying to base that as an argument, that's
In a year where
Kareem
Kareem
I'm
was
just saying
leading
that's kind of
MVP.
messing you up. Like, I don't know why you would bring up Magic Johnson when
Because
literally
Kobe Bryant's an exponentially better scorer than Magic Johnson. He's an exponentially better defender than Magic Johnson. He won the same number of championships than Magic Johnson with far
okay, but
less help than
Showtime
Magic
Lakers,
Johnson.
Showtime
and
Lakers,
played way
Showtime
harder
Lakers though,
competition than Magic
Showtime
Johnson.
Lakers though.
Hold on, I want to address the Shaquille O'Neal versus Magic Johnson thing real quick. Let me just drop some knowledge on these haters and you right now.
Yeah, okay.
Do
Go
you,
ahead.
do
Yeah,
you
I'll let
know?
speak. I'll
Do
let
you
speak.
know that Kobe Bryant faced and beat more 50-win opponents in the Western Conference in just 2008 through 2010 than Magic Johnson did in his entire career? Oh, and who wasn't on the team in 2008 through 2010? Shaquille O'Neal. So I don't want to hear any more of the Shaquille O'Neal qualifiers
Okay, but
coming from the side.
you still had Pau Gasol. You still have Lamar.
And what's
Odom.
Pau Gasol? Like the 80th or 90th best player of all time?
You don't think he's a Hall of Famer?
He's not top 75.
You don't think he's a Hall of Famer?
He is a Hall of Famer.
So then what are we talking about?
But he's not top. He's
You're
certainly
basic-
not Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and
No,
Magic
no.
Johnson
You're
played
acting,
with
you're
each
acting,
other.
You're acting like Kobe didn't have a team
Kareem and
in
Magic
09
played
and
with
010.
each other
He literally
and
had
James
he
Worthy,
literally
a
had
top
Pau,
50
he literally
all-time
had
player.
Pau Gasol. He literally had Lamar Odom. He had Trevor Ariza. He had Derek Fisher. All these guys literally helped him win a game.
Lamar Odom made no All-Star appearances in his entire career, no All-NBA
what?
selections.
You know,
Derek Fisher made no All-Star appearances, no All-NBA appearances.
You know, who bailed out Kobe in Game 7 of
Tell
the
me about
2010
Tell me
NBA
about that.
Finals?
Yeah, tell me about
Ron
it.
Artest.
Ron Artest, you made
Because
one
Kobe-
All-Star
because
appearance like
Kobe-
7 years
because
earlier.
Kobe's
I'm talking
mentality-
about
you know what
Magic
Kobe's-
Johnson
you know
with
what
Kareem
Kobe's Mamba
Abdul-Jabbar
mentality-
and
No.
James Worthy.
You know what Kobe's Mamba mentality says? I'm going
get into this shit.
to shoot 7 for 24, but since that's going to be seen as the best thing ever because I didn't give
What
up.
are you talking about,
It doesn't
2010?
matter. Yeah,
Game 7, 2010?
Listen.
Where he still led both teams in scoring, led both teams in fourth quarter
He
scoring,
didn't.
had 16
He
rebounds
underperformed.
because Kobe Bryant is
he
a winner.
underperformed. What I'm saying to you is Kobe Bryant, just because he's a hard worker doesn't mean he's the overall best player. Literally.
Agreed.
Like,
I'm
why
talking
are you
about-
saying?
I'm
Literally,
talking
he
about
took
top 4 in scoring, top 4 in playoff scoring.
he took
7
Michael
trips to the
Jordan's
finals.
blueprint, and he still couldn't be
So
as
he
good
took
as him.
He took the
He
greatest
couldn't even
player
be-
ever's blueprint and got damn close to him. And
You're
therefore
calling
is better than everybody
You're
else.
calling Kobe the greatest,
I'm
better than
saying
Michael
he's
Jordan.
No,
Apparently,
I'm saying he's second to Michael Jordan.
you're saying he's second to Michael
Second
Jordan.
to Michael
Okay. Well. So all I'm gonna. Well, it is true. When you speak of the Showtime Lakers, you think about Magic more than often. I'm actually gonna say Kareem is the most important Laker of all time. Reason being because, of course, he has the most accolades: 6 NBA championships, 6 MVPs, and of course, other than what just happened a couple years ago with LeBron overpassing him in the all-time scoring list, the guy's resume is just impeccable. Like, literally, he is the Lakers. Now, I don't understand why you keep bringing up Kobe so much in terms of he's the greatest Laker because he worked so hard. Like, literally,
I never said that. You guys keep putting that.
No, but
that
this
thing
is
in my
what you're bringing up because you're like, oh, he's played against 50-win teams. He's done this. He's done that. And I'm like, okay, but just because.
Hold on. Let's talk about tangible on-court production then and accomplishments.
Okay,
Let's talk
yeah.
about
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that because he only has one MVP. He only has one MVP.
That's not a tangible on. We just covered that's a media bestowed accolade. I'm talking about on-court accomplishments.
Okay.
First of all, and to address Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he did not win all of those accolades in LA. He had a career before that in Milwaukee.
But he still had
won
more.
MVPs.
He still had more.
He won MVPs in Milwaukee. He won one of his 5.
He still had
one of his
more
6 championships.
accolades.
Hold on. So he didn't play. So he didn't play his whole career.
As far as LA.
So he didn't play.
Because I let you. No. I'm just saying because you've been speaking the whole time.
I want to talk about Kobe's.
No, I'm just saying. As far as accolades, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, even though he didn't win
Let's
all
talk
of those
about accomplishments on the court, though.
But you just told it. You just
Kobe
brought
Bryant's
it back to
played
accolades.
more games,
you
more
just brought
minutes,
it back
and scored
to
more
accolades.
points than anybody in Lakers history. More than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Okay, but Kareem's more in points. He has more
He's
points
not
all
though.
the time.
Not in a Lakers uniform.
Okay, but as an overall,
We're not talking about his overall product.
Okay,
We're talking
but
about
overall,
the best Laker of all time.
I still would take Kareem because even though he didn't win all of his accolades with LA, he still has more accolades in LA than Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant he's the number 1 leader in games played, minutes played, points scored, wins total as a Laker. He won 5 NBA championships, and he spent every single second of his NBA career, a 20-year career, in a Lakers jersey. At the time he retired, he spent more time in a Lakers jersey than he did on Earth. And then he carried on afterwards. The way he is beloved and the imagery that he still exists as today throughout Los Angeles, to me, it's not even close. I think it's a slam dunk. The easiest claim to defend of all of them is that Kobe is the greatest Laker of all time.
I disagree because Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he's literally the standard of what a Laker should be. Like, he honored and embodied the entire Laker franchise, and literally with Magic Johnson.
He's an all-time great. He's just not better than Kobe. He's just not a better Laker than Kobe.
We could agree to disagree, but honestly, I don't know what he's talking about.
So, after you guys watched that, what do you think? How'd you think I did? You thought I was good? Thought I needed some improvement? I'm all ears, I'm a very honest debater. I'll stand on those claims that I said because I truly feel that way. And I know you guys are going to be like, how could you have said this or how could you have said that? Well, I'll explain. I was a hater for the episode, and my job is to counter-argue. Even if I'm at a disadvantage, to be a great debater, you have to talk like you mean it. And so, some of that, no, all of that, I had something to say, and it was important. So, I'll go over basically how I felt about the overall show. This was how it happened, like the whole process. So after I was casted, I had to do an audition for it. Very thankful that I got it. Once I came in studio, checked in and everything, and then I sat down. There was a couple other people with me, and we were all just talking sports, like casually. It wasn't nothing big. But yeah, it was just cool, sat there for a good 20 minutes, and then we had one of the directors of the show. She came down and introduced herself, and she was like, hey, we're going to take you guys to the studio. Make sure you got everything, and make sure you're prepared. So basically, everybody that goes on the show, you have to have some knowledge of basketball or whatever topic that they're talking about. So I'm giving advice to those who want to follow in my footsteps and do this. You want to get into sports broadcasting, or you want to get into some kind of analytics, sports analyzing. The biggest thing you have to know is you need to be prepared. That means stats, facts, on-court play, all of it. You need to know it back, like up here. You need to know it. I shouldn't have to tell you who won the World Series last year, or who won the NBA championship last year. Like, you need to know simple stuff like that. Or who was the MVP. Like, those questions are just going to come at you, and you have to know your stuff. Of course, take notes, like not during the show, but I'll get to that. Take notes because it's important to study these things. Like, if you want to memorize, okay, I know basketball well, I know football well. In baseball, what does RBI mean? So if I didn't know that, I'll go on Google and type in, what does RBI mean in baseball? Oh, it means runners batted in. So make that consistent if you're trying to get into this industry. Next thing I'll say is marketing matters. And I wanted to do it like this, but I'll say it again. Marketing matters. So I know everybody wants to say, like, they're the next big thing and I got what it takes. Because I could be on here saying, oh, I'm the best. I know what I'm doing. I know how to say this and that. And I do believe I hold a lot of statistical knowledge and also on-court moments that I can pull out the top of my head. But you have to think like the world sometimes, or think like urban in a sense of, this business is entertainment based. Of course, there needs to be historians, but it also needs to be entertainment as well, because you're not just gonna, at least not everybody, because you can't generalize here, not everybody is a sports historian. That's why when you go on ESPN, you got Stephen A. Smith. He's known for being very funny. He's known for saying what he says. A lot of people attract to that. I think he does a great job, and I like him. Again, there's different types of people on ESPN. There's different types of people that are more relatable to that viewer. So that's how you create a market for yourself. And that's what I mean by marketing matters. You have to find out who you are and what you're best at. For me, I believe that I'm a very resourceful person. You could plug me into a historic debate. You could plug me into a factual debate, even though that's somewhat similar. But I believe I'm entertaining. If I had to choose a strong suit out of all of that, I think entertaining would probably be my strong suit. Because in that video, I was telling you people like Ron Artest. I was telling you Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. But the entertaining part in all that is that I was coming after Scap Attack with my claims. And in my attack to him, I was also being confident. And I even said at the end, I was like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Like, go on. Like, it's just natural for me to be like an outgoing person. So that's my niche. I love sports. I love being entertaining. However, that may not be for you. So you have to find out what makes you unique. And then on top of that, make yourself the best you can be at that. So if you know sports like the back of your head, be the best historian of sports that you can think of. Who won the 1906 World Series? Babe Ruth? I'm just saying. Those are things that you got to just find out for yourself, nitpick, and keep moving. Excuse me. So, continuing on briefly before I end this video, because I don't want to make it forever. But I'm basically saying, after I got to the studio, after I got in the break room, so I was in the break room now, and the production where we're going to film is like right there. So we're about to go in there, and basically she was like, one of the directors, she was like, all right, guys, it's time. Hope you're ready. I need all your cell phones. And I was like, oh, snap. I pretty much knew that was going to be the case, but it was like, we didn't know any of the claims. So this is another big thing. In the sports industry, it's very spontaneous. So you'll have an idea of what you're going to talk about, but you really better know as much as you can about that topic. So if it's about Kobe Bryant, you better know his career. If it's about Patrick Mahomes, you better know his career. If it's about the Patriots, you better know about their 6 championships, who was the quarterback, obviously Tom Brady was, for those 6 championships, who the head coach was, Bill Belichick, during those 6 championships. And you have to know things about the players with them, like Randy Moss, Danny. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. So basically, if you're going to get big in this industry, you gotta know those things on the fly. They shouldn't have to tell you. But it was very spontaneous, is what I'm saying. So me having this be my first real on-air presentation debut for myself, which I'm very proud about, I believe I did a great job. So we didn't know the prompt. We didn't know what questions they were going to ask us, but they pretty much were like, hey, once you get to the chair and you hear the prompt. So for example, like in the video when he says, or I don't think he said it, but basically when you hear the prompt, hey, Kobe should be on the Mount Rushmore basketball. There was 10 people sitting in the back. Whoever comes up to the chair first gets to speak first. And that's what we mean. It's on the fly. It's spontaneous. You don't know when you're going to go. It's pretty much once you're there in that seat, it's all up to you. You could be yourself. You could say some crazy stuff. People maybe will feel you in a good way, but that's that. But no cell phones, meaning you can't like be in the middle of a fact and then you forget and you're like, oh, because you don't have a cell phone. So like I said, I just wanted to make this video saying thank you first and foremost to House of Highlights for giving me this platform. I want to say thank you to Miss Lauren Waters Casting, the director Brent Cobble, Zeke Rodriguez, and Nikki Cobble. So all you guys, I can't thank you enough. I appreciate you for allowing me to come on your show, and hopefully I'm invited back. I've received some offers to be invited back on the show, but unfortunately I couldn't like make it at that time due to my regular full-time job. But hopefully some time frees up where I could come back on and make an impact. So I'm very thankful for the opportunity. And guys, whoever watches this that really wants to be like a sports broadcaster or a broadcaster of any kind, my biggest advice is never give up. Don't be discouraged when you hear a whole bunch of no's, because even the highest people in the highest places, they've heard no before many times. It only takes one yes, only one person to believe in you. So that's what it means to change the game, guys. I hope everybody's having a good day. I do want to let you guys know I am making more content with this channel, so don't worry. I have a few more videos coming out soon. But thank you all for the ride. I appreciate every single one of you subscribers that I have now, and anyone else who comes along after this video is published. I can't thank y'all enough. Be safe, take care, and always remember, change the game, guys. This has been Maximilian Robinson, the Game Changer. I hope you guys have an awesome day. Take care.